Bada boom, bada bang, bada bop. We are back today with two of the most beloved shoes on the market right now. I'm gonna do a revisit on the Novablast 5. I have not gotten any miles in this in quite some time. And Asics Metaspeed Sky Paris. This is a Carbon County King. Now, if you're looking for a new shoe, either one of these shoes, you gotta make sure you're on the Supwell app. It's my app. It's the best buy, sell, and trade marketplace out there. We also right now have the community challenge. You can see I'm wearing the community challenge t-shirt. So what the community challenge is we have 4 weeks of workouts. We also have mileage targets. So everyone has a mileage target, elevation target. There's gonna be prizes throughout. There's gonna be prizes at the end. And you sign up for 30 bucks, you get the t-shirt, you get stickers, and you get access to the best dang community out there. So if you've been on the line about whether or not to sign up for the Supwell app, do it this month. Get access to the community, get the merch included, and get the prizes. All right, enjoy today's video. You know, we got that on camera, so I can always play it back. How is it?
Super good.
Should I put the top on? It's kind of cold. I should. Should I put the top on? See ya. I'm not supposed to film and drive anymore, but this isn't driving. I don't know what this is. This is crawling, bumper to bumper traffic. Yeah, today's Wednesday. It's my day to bring Mason to school. We're going to get some mileage this morning. I also have my workout, some 200s, 400s. I usually like trying to cherry pick the flats for these, but because it's the Run Some Dang Hills challenge, I think I'm just going to run them in my normal course in the neighborhood, see how much elevation I can get on these and really bury myself on a workout. So that should be fun. If we can make it home through this traffic. Gosh dang.
Pull up the scale up 9 ounces, crackers and sardines. Grew up on Bellevue, 5 houses, Shamonti, Darlene. Pushing Parisian, I was rocking Pierre Cardin. Never been on has when I put my hood on, but wasn't never known for flashing. Business I stood on, but now my neck look like the aspen. Fashion toe tag, the boy still in love. Pray they don't snatch, can't even flood. All of my pill heads bring me coffees out of mud pack. In my city, I would.
Another beautiful day in Mint Hill. Gosh dang, I think this might be PR weather too. Not that we're trying to run any PRs, but it's that perfect time of year where, man, in the mornings, it's just hitting 55 degrees American. Beautiful. All right, this is the workout for today. We're going back to the book of Daniels. This is what I've been going through for this mini cycle. I mean, we can call it a mesocycle if you want to get technical. This is how I've been training, just month to month, picking exactly what I need to work on based on the last month or so of training. So I'm in this 5K, 10K workout section of the book. I was actually doing the 800 meter to 2 mile section a month or two ago. So progressing in terms of doing more volume, slowing the paces down some, working more on threshold versus just the repeats, but still doing a lot of these repeats. So this is what we're at today. And this is the thing with these workouts, he has it by day of the week here. I just ignore that. I just do the 2 quality sessions. And he has 3 quality sessions. I've been combining this second workout of the week or the third workout of the week with the long run. So today we are at Q2. This is few relax miles into 6 by 200, 200, 400. These paces haven't actually felt terrible for me recently. It's about anything faster than a 5 flat is where I'm happy with these. I could do them at a 440 pace when I'm feeling good. When I'm feeling bad, we'll see. Today I'm feeling medium, but that's pretty much all of high mileage training. We want to feel medium a lot of the time and keep the mustard on the dog. So that's the plan for this morning. We'll get out here, give it our best shot, run it on some hills too, so the paces might be slower, but these are really about the effort. And big deal with these R paces, it's all about strength and running economy. So the pace is less important, especially up the hill, than what the goal is to get those legs popping and work on our form. So that is the goal with today. Now, swag for this morning. Let me go grab it. Bang. Or should I say, dang. So this is the community challenge shirt. We actually have 2 options this time for people who sign up, because I got some, well, the issue is that with our running shirts, they only go up to 2XL, and I got some feedback last time. People wanted bigger sizes, so I have 2 options for this. We have this, which is the same exact running shirt. Well, it's red, but same as if you've bought any of the other running shirts from the spring drop. And then we have a cotton poly blend, and that goes up to something like 6XL, and they both ship international, which is the beauty. So this is what I'm gonna rock today. Barrett crushed it with the design. It's the classic Supwell typeface, but he did look, it's like the words are going up a dang hill, which is really cool. And then I like this trippy psychedelic graphic we have going on down here. So this is what I'm gonna wear for this morning. I'm gonna get changed, and then we can go get the shoes. Actually, hold on, let me go grab the other shirt just so I can show you. So this is the other shirt right here. Again, you can choose if you want the casual, more casual cotton shirt, or if you want the performance running shirt. They're both red. This is, I guess if you've seen a t-shirt before, it is a t-shirt. And then look at this, boom. We also have the sticker pack. I got mine in yesterday. We have the Run Some Dang Hill sticker, mileage sticker, Slug Life sticker. Barrett went red bust down on the Carbon County sticker. And then we have the community challenge sticker. And look, for the winners of the different categories, we're doing these patches, which are pretty cool. I just got this one in for testing. This is the elevation winner patch that we'll be sending out. So this is what you get if you sign up. You get the sticker pack and you get a shirt. I'm going to leave this sign up open until the end of this week. So join if you have not. All right, I'm going to get this stuff on. Oh, and I should also say I'm doing workouts each week, so you'll have 4 workouts in the challenge, and then you also have a chance to win free shoes and prizes. We're going to pick some random winners. There's also going to be 10 winners of Running Warehouse gift cards. There's a bunch of stuff. Sign up below. It's a good time. People are getting after it, and it's just cool seeing people post every day their elevation totals, their mileage totals, their goals. So if you want to join a community of people getting after it, I probably said this in the intro. I'm guessing I said this in the intro, but I'm just going to say it again now. If you want to join a group of people getting after it, come into the community challenge. All right. I actually think this shirt is super fresh. Look at this. It's kind of hard to see, but you got to trust me, it's fresh. Oh gosh, there's moths and my feet are freezing. I'm barefoot mafia out here right now. Well, I'm barefoot, but I'm not mafia. There's a distinction. Just because you have bare feet, that doesn't make you barefoot mafia. If you go to the beach and you take your shoes and socks off, you can still be Max Cushion gang. If you step outside without socks on, you can still be Max Cushion gang. It's a mindset. It's not actually about what's on your feet all the time. Sometimes you might want to let your feet free, but as long as your mind is also free, than your max cushion gang. That's the opposite thing with Barefoot Mafia. Their feet are free, but their mind is enslaved. All right, shoes today, Asics Metaspeed Sky Paris. I just want to run in something that I like. I know this is good. It's a banger. We almost have 100 miles on this thing. The foam is broken in. That's one of the low-key parts of the shoe people don't talk about that much. Foam does require some break-in. I always love running in this for fast workouts, and especially for this morning where I'm going to be doing below 5-minute pace or right around 5-minute pace. That's where this shines. So nice and lightweight, great aggressive plate position. Just a perfect fast running shoe for me. Now, somebody was asking me the other day, maybe jokingly, maybe not. I think it was half joking, half not. What are the best shoes for hill running? Man, every single run I do out here is a hill run, so it really doesn't matter. Anything is going to be solid for me, but I would just choose based on what type of a run you're doing versus if it's hilly or not. But for hill sprints, when we're doing maximal effort, I definitely prefer slightly less cushion. I don't want to be doing hill sprints in a Mag Max or a Glycerin Max. I would prefer lower to the ground. Now, you don't need to go full Adios 9 Barefoot Mafia, but anything more streamlined, even something like the Pegasus or the Rebel, any lighter weight or lower to the ground, because the Pegasus isn't super lightweight, but just lower to the ground daily shoe that's not going to get in your way. That's the key thing with doing faster workouts. You just want something that's going to get out of the way and let you run. And bro, this is one of the worst looks of all time. The colored race shoe with the white do-show socks popping out. Absolutely terrible. This is the No Swag 5000s. All right, let's get out of here. It's funny how things evolve, because this used to be one of my least favorite race shoes, or at least not one of the race shoes that I loved training in, and now it's become one of my top 3, a go-to, especially for workouts like this. And surprisingly, the comfort has just gotten better with more miles. The foam is just really broken in. See, I'm gonna take this workout almost like a fartlek style, where instead of doing it the track way, where I'm just going back and forth on the same section, I'm gonna do it on my normal route. That means I'll get more elevation. It also means I'm gonna throw out the pace targets. And do it more based on feel. So hard 200 on, light off, hard on, light off, and then a hard 400 on and a light one off 6 times through. Warming up first though. Honestly, the swaglessness I have right now, oh gosh. What's up? What was I saying about being thrown off? Yeah, the next dog that runs at me, thing's getting maced down. I don't care if it's a border collie or a Labrador retriever or even a Boston Terrier. I'm going grah, grah. Oh, he just wants to play. Well, the dogs in this neighborhood need to know I don't play. I don't play. Don't play with me. If you see me coming, I'm not here to play. They need to watch the channel, educate themselves. I just feel like I have a right in public space, which these streets are, to not be charged at. and barked at by a dog off leash. I don't care if it's a friendly dog. I don't want your dog running at me. Is that too much to ask for? To not be chased by an off-leash dog? I don't care if it's cute. I don't care what breed it is. I don't care if you adopted it or if you got it from a breeder. I don't want your off-leash dog chasing me. Is that too much to ask for? I feel like these animal rights people come up in the comments talking about they just want to play. You should carry dog treats. Bro, it's not my responsibility to play with the dog chasing me and giving them treats. That's the problem with society. People want to reward bad behavior. Also, dog lovers. If you love dogs so much, why don't you keep it on a leash so that it doesn't get hit by a car? What if I were a car going 50 miles an hour around that corner? Man, if I weren't already the most hated YouTuber, I'm gonna be after this I hate dogs rant. I hate dogs. I hate off-leash dogs. All right, we're just rolling on the dogs, so I'm gonna keep the dog takes coming. People in America really love dogs more than they love poor people or helping out their fellow brothers and sisters on hard times. That's the thing with dogs, man. People want to project that they're good people by being a dog owner. Why don't you do something for people instead of animals? It's the thing I don't understand. It's the same thing with the environment. It's like virtue signaling. Oh, we gotta save the environment, protect the environment. We should do that. But it's so often that these environment people, what else are you doing? People in America really love dogs and the environment more than they love some other things. Also, what if it were my dog? My dog and that guy, and my dog chased that guy down on the street barking at him. How's that situation gonna end up? How would it be different? How would it be perceived differently? Food for thought on a beautiful Wednesday morning in Mint Hill, North Carolina. One of my favorite places in the world. And people want to treat dogs like people. What if I just had one of my friends hang out in my lawn, and anytime someone ran by, I would have him just sprint at them yelling, "Ah! Ah!" Just running circles around them yelling, "Ah!" And I'd say, Freddie, come on, dude. Freddie, come on, get back here, dude. Freddie just wants a meatball sub. Why don't you just run around with some meatball subs in your running vest? Hand them out to Freddie. That's all he wants when you run by my house. The absurdity, man, these dog people. Keep your dog on a leash. Be a responsible dog owner. You know, the hardcore dog people and the environmentalists clicking those locks extra hard, rolling those windows up at the speed of lightning when they drive through certain neighborhoods. Can't do it with these hardcore dog people and environmentalists. let's just say there's a lot of Barefoot Mafia overlap. As for the running, doing some strides. My power meter is low this morning. We'll see if I can get it cranked up, but only hitting 520 on these strides. This might be a slower one. It's fine. It's fine. Some days it's slower. It's not fine, but it's fine. You just gotta lie to yourself and say it's fine. First 200 down, it was a little short. Just gonna try to find a rhythm with these, which might be hard on the hills. Let's see if I can settle in, find the pace. That first one was around a 4:57 pace. First set down, feeling pretty rough this morning. Hit the 400 at 5:20 pace. Last week we were blasting those at 4:40, but some days it's like that. I'm trying to put myself in a positive headspace. Shut this thing off and just move. These are the days where you just have to find your caveman brain. Just shut off your thinking capability. No, because then you start asking, why am I doing this? Don't go there. Caveman brain. All that matters is hammering the reps. Hammering the reps. That is all that matters today. Don't think about anything else. Whew. I think it's the socks. It all started with the swagless socks. That's what put the train on the wrong tracks. I'm gonna order a sock pack from Running Warehouse as soon as we get back. Can't be out here looking like this, completely swagless. It's disrespectful. Also, my shorts, these are normally afternoon shorts because they're baggier. It's my outfit. I'm telling you, the swag matters. My outfit wasn't hitting, so I'm not hitting splits. Blame it on the drip. Some days lying to yourself doesn't work. Didn't I say I wasn't gonna care about splits? And now I'm out here getting in my feelings because I'm missing splits. It's just hard not to. It's hard not to measure ourselves up against where we want to be. Yeah, I can't blast them all like I was last week. Well, we're on the dang hill portion. The caveman brain strategy is not working. I'm in Einstein mode. That's not a good thing. You don't want to be in Einstein mode during a workout. You do not want to be in your head thinking. It's the last thing you want. Ooh, 400 up the hill. Let's do it. I always say, break the hills. Don't let the hills break you. Take the hills, don't let the hills take you. That's what I always say. That's what I say. 4 sets down though. We've got 2 more. I'm gonna give them my best shot, as I've been doing, because that's all we can do. And keep the aphorisms, axioms, and cliches flowing as well. Here's another one. They can't all be good workouts, because if they were all good, then they'd all be average. You gotta have some bad workouts to know what good is. You gotta have some rain to appreciate the sun. You gotta lose to celebrate a win. That's all I've got for now. Talking is definitely better than my running this morning. Can't have everything. There's another one. Can't have everything. That's a good one. All right, let's go. I don't have all the answers, man. This is what I'm still trying to figure out. Every time where it feels like I have a breakthrough with my paces, like the last few weeks, then it's just boom, right back down, which is recovery mode. But it's a balance of figuring out how to dial in the intensity so we can make those gains, and then how long to recover before we start hammering again. Speaking of hammering again, it's the next rep. Also, with the hobby jogger lifestyle, these are the things we have to figure out. So I knew I was under recovered coming into this, but I thought I would give it a shot anyway. Didn't want to push to tomorrow because I've already moved my long run from Sunday to Saturday. And so if I did this workout tomorrow, I was thinking my legs were going to be too shot for Saturday. Now I'm thinking probably should have just done the workout tomorrow, but we dial it in. We dial it in. It's all a learning experience. I don't have all the answers. I'm figuring it out as I go. I can do it. I'm the man. I'm good at running. I've got this positive self-talk. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, me. I'm the best. I'm the best. We're not fast. I'm the best. I'm not last. I am worthy. I am strong. I am a good running man. It was in my heart all along. All you need is some positive self-talk. Even when a workout is trash, all you need is some positive self-talk and to get up off your behind. All you need is to believe in yourself. All you need to do is believe and take your dreams off the shelf. Positive self-talk. Don't look at your watch clock. You need to stop talking. This one is so bad I must start walking. The workout is over. It's like the opposite of a 4-leaf clover. I feel like my name is bent over. Nine miles in. That was a bad workout. Some people say there's no such thing as a bad workout. No, there is. And it's quite simple. If you miss your splits, that's a bad workout. It's as simple as that. If you hit your splits, it's a good workout. It's binary. There's some things in life that are just binary. But I made up a silly song, and I think that was a positive out of it. And that actually is a good strategy. If I'm ever feeling tight or bad, I might just start rapping, dropping bars or singing. You could do a happy song, a silly song, a self-deprecating song. But some of these days, anything that gets us out of our heads is where we need to be. The other thing I do want to note though is it's like with the mileage. Some mileage is always better than no mileage. Some intensity is always better than no intensity, as long as we're gonna recover for the next one. But I can find myself slipping into these phases 2-3 weeks without doing any workouts if I don't have the plan. So if that means dropping a bad workout here and there, that's fine, because it also means I got the 5 good ones in the previous 3 weeks. And that's the price of consistency too. The more we go, the more it'll be bad, but it's also the higher chance of getting a hit. I'm just gonna hunt elevation for the rest of this run. We're at 466 right now. I'm going down this massive hill. See how much I can get up it. You know what that workout felt like? When you're watching a movie and you see a character doing something so obviously misguided that's gonna lead to a negative outcome. Something bad is about to happen, and you just no. And then the character, that's what it was like running that workout. Dude, these new build neighborhoods just freak me out. I feel like there's somebody watching me out here. It's a drone. Some Stepford wife is gonna come send a drone to take me out. It's like there's trees, but there's no trees. There are trees, but there aren't at the same time. Look at the angularity on those hedges. That is crazy. That's nice work. They went off. That house also had 2 perfectly manicured tan caramel labradoodles. This neighborhood is like an AI simulation. It's called Shadewell. I'm not even kidding. I couldn't make that up if I tried. It's on a sign. Shadewell. Look at this. I told you. I'm giving myself a new nickname. The Postman. Racking up mileage, delivering daily, and hating dogs. The Postman. I always like finding 3 positive things to say, even when it's a bad workout, especially when it's a bad workout. First is that I'm not injured. You can never take that. I can never take that for granted. I always want to appreciate when I can come out here and just run. Second, I still got 3 miles of intensity. I didn't realize how much volume of fast running was in that workout, and that's 3 miles at least faster than my next goal marathon pace. So that's a win right there. And third, I'm about to hit 14 miles. So stack some additional mileage this morning. It's not all bad. Boom. Oh man, elevation gain 666. That's not what you want to see. 14 miles, average 720 pace. Yeah, 666 elevation gain. And I've got to run to a meeting. Turns out my meeting moved. Let's get that run fired up here. Yeah, we got 14 miles, 1 hour, 43 minutes, 55 seconds. Still solid time on feet. There's always bright spots. That was a bad workout, but we can find bright spots for sure. And I'm behind this week on my mileage so far, so getting a 14 burger this morning, that's perfect. That's exactly what I need. And here's the thing. A lot of people say there's no such thing as a bad workout. No, there are bad workouts for sure. The day I start saying that and the day I start accepting a bad workout and saying it's okay, that's the day my competitive running career is over, because it means the fire isn't burning anymore. There's definitely bad workouts. If we don't hit the splits, that's a bad workout. But we can learn and we can move on. And we can use it to get better. Our whole goal of training should be improving our system so that we minimize the frequency of these bad workouts. And we can do that by setting up our week to improve our chances of success. So cutting mileage the day before a workout, not stacking too many workouts close together on tired legs, cycling the volume and the intensity down once every third or fourth or fifth week, depending on how we know ourselves to train best. Cycling volume up, not mixing too much mileage with too much intensity at the same time. All these things we can use, we can dial in these levers up and down. And this is why it's so important to be our own coach. Even if you have a coach, even if you're following a training plan, it's so important to be able to dial these things up or down. I'm going to move this workout a day earlier. I'm going to move this one a day later. We do all these things so that we minimize the chances of having a bad workout, because a bad workout isn't just we run too slow one day. It can mean we're stealing, in a bad way, stealing our chances of building fitness if we're coming into workouts overcooked and overtired. Each time we can nail our splits, we're getting closer to our goal, and that's the way we build fitness. Now, training with cumulative fatigue during marathon training and in general, like I do, so purposefully increasing the volume, purposefully training on tired legs, and sometimes sacrificing pace in the spirit of practicing running on tired legs is okay. But again, that's a strategic lever. We can dial that up sometimes and dial it down sometimes. For workouts like today, these R pace reps, that's what I was doing, mile race pace. The goal is for the legs to be snapping off the ground fast, and not being able to do that. And I did run it on the hills, and I just wanted to be able to run hard up the hills, but just feeling like I didn't have the power to attack the hills, that means I'm not accomplishing the goal of the workout. So we could take it as a bad workout, recover, try to do the best we can, and then hit the next one with the full force of our mileage. Recovery time. So I do have a call, quick recovery here. Look at this. Charles made this is what we have for breakfast too. She made a strawberry cobbler, and then I threw some homemade whipped cream. It's just, I don't know, coconut cream, and we whipped it up with the blender this morning. So good. And these were strawberries that we picked from the strawberry farm on Saturday. So this is my quick Southern boy refuel, and then I'll do the big bowl of pasta for lunch after my call. This is what you need after a bad workout. Set you right. Refuel. Charlie was kind enough to get the spaghetti cranked up for me, so that's good to go. And then I'm going to use the leftover bolognese from last night. This sauce is a complete banger. It's the Trader Joe's beefless grounds. This is what I used to have before all my races. I think she put some spinach in there or something, but it's super good. Watch this. Look at this, man. This is what we call the big boy refuel. Oh, I'm gonna have to drop a Funk Flex bomb on this one. La pierre de résistant. No, this is not the pierre de résistant. The sauce is. That's a banger right there. And then coffee. Let me show you the coffee I've been rocking with. So I'm going to have to issue another buy alert. This is a buy alert for the Nelson Moreno natural process from Honduras. It's from El Cedral in the Santa Barbara region of Honduras. And the thing is, it has the red fruit punch flavors, the grape flavors, and the dark chocolate flavors. It is very full-bodied and thick, but because it's sweeter, it's still a really nice drinker for the spring. You might see those tasting notes and you think it's going to be too winey. It's going to be too hard-hitting. I want something lighter-bodied. No, you want this full-bodied coffee for your spring mornings. It gives you that hardiness to get you through the day. This is really what you need. So buy alert. This is from Black and White Coffee. I don't have an affiliate link. I should. I don't even know if they do that. This is, I think, the best roaster in the U.S. right now. They're at the top of the game. I always get the 2-pound bags. Sometimes it's a gamble because you don't know if it's going to be fire or not. But that's why you check the funk meter. This one is right in the middle of the funk meter. And it's a hit. I guarantee it. I guarantee even if you don't like funky coffees, you will like this one because it doesn't have too much funk. It's all about the fruit. It's those big fruit notes dialed up. It's like a full-bodied Cab Sav. It's a complete banger. Run number 2. It's late. Man, it is late. It's also wet. I didn't realize it was wet and rainy out here. Yeah, run number 2. We're going to go Novablast 5. And man, I've just been sitting in front of my computer working. One of the things I like about doubling is that I get to break up the day. So when I do this second run so late, it doesn't get that effect. Now I just feel like I've been railing blue light for 7 hours straight. It's just unpleasant. Forgot how to tie my shoes. But yeah, we're out here now. I haven't been showing the Novablast 5 any love recently. Ever since I got the Aeroglide, I don't think I've run in this thing one time. So sometimes I like doing same brand on these double days, just to get an excuse to revisit one of these brands' training shoes if I run the race shoe in the morning. So today we're going Novablast 5. This has been one of my favorite daily trainers of the past year or so. This foam for me is right in that not too soft, not too firm range. It's peppy, it's fun, good balance, lightweight. The upper is dialed in, nice and breathable. Also has enough room for me. There's no pinching. It's not too narrow. It's all around just a solid shoe. Only real downside, well, 2 downsides. One is the rubber, and especially with it being wet out here, doesn't perform the best, but if I'm not running fast, it's okay. Second thing is it can have a slightly choppy sensation sometimes with the underfoot geometry because there's actually a cutout in the middle. It's hard to see, but they do this divot up, which can mean that the back hits before the front at certain paces. And the other thing is it always wants me to go fast. I'm definitely not in a fast mode this afternoon, so we'll see how it does. What I like this shoe for is morning runs where I'm feeling good. In some afternoons is nice, but if we're thinking about where this shoe is positioned, it's definitely more of a speed, fun shoe than a comfort shoe. The Vomero has been my go-to comfort shoe, but we'll see how it does this afternoon. Really just wanted to give it a revisit because I haven't given it any mileage in the past month or so. All right, it's late. Gosh dang. All right, let's do this thing. We are done. Somebody is weed whacking off in the distance. And man, this is one of those weeks where the best thing is just the mileage. We got it in. That's it. That's all that really matters. 8 miles. How did it feel? Doesn't matter. What was the pace? It does not matter. Was it completed? Yes, it was. 22 miles on the day. And I felt like I was running from behind this entire week because Monday I usually get 14 miles and I only got 12 this week. And I kept trying to make it up, but I've just been so tired. So I'm finally back on track. I like coming through Wednesday with 50. That means I have some flexibility in the back half of the week and I'll still be able to hit my mileage. But Novablast 5, still a shoe for sure. Still a shoe that you can run in. On the way down here, I was thinking, man, I'm gonna keep it brief today because I know Charlie's gonna roll through at any time in the mom wagon, and just as I get down here, I see that big old stately wagon cruising down the street. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna smile today. We're gonna smile today and welcome her. Hey. Hey, roll it down.
Did you see my
Yeah, I heard you got the
Daddy,
thing.
I'm gonna go and into a new thingy.
Yeah, because you got
Yeah.
the skill.
Dude,
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that was just last week.
You had to test.
Yes,
they tested you.
No, they just watched it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you did handstand?
No, I didn't do a handstand, but you just said I'm gonna go next year or next week. I can go into the middle today, but I want to go next week.
Yeah, the practice.
But,
Coach Sophia was super proud of you. I'm excited for you. He's doing his, he has a little thing to do. A little shut up to him by a little.
Hey, Daddy, can I show you one of the new coats?
I know.
Just give her a goal. And she'll,
And then the next time it's fun day.
That's gonna be awesome.
just say hi, Daddy. I love you.
Daddy, we
can't
drink
hear.
dinosaur water.
Hi, Razy.
We drink dinosaur water.
Yeah, Mason has been practicing her handstand skill for the past week because they told her if she learned that last skill in gymnastics, she'll move on to the next level. And look at this. I got this text just before they came home. She literally got the certificate for mastering the skill. And she was grinding all weekend. Charlie had to tell her to stop practicing so much because she kept going in the kitchen and she was basically tripping people up. But yeah, look at this. Just the entire weekend practicing her handstands. And she would get, I always talk about a low batting average with these workouts, but she was getting 1 out of every 15 that she tried, maybe if that, but she did that hundreds of times over the past weekend. So man, it's a good reminder because I come out here, I can get bummed out about tough runs, I can get bummed out about the pace and the mileage, but it takes so much consistent practice, and that's the beauty of running. And I think sometimes running for me can be an escape from the frustrations, the stress, and not even the negatives, but just the requirements of daily life. And other times it can be a reminder of the frustration, the stress, and it can feel like a requirement. It can feel frustrating, it can feel stressful, but there's so much going on in life that is out of our control. So I think being able to focus on the mileage and having something that is within our control that most of the time mirrors and reflects the work that we're putting in over the long arc of our running journeys, it will progress. It's fulfilling and it's enjoyable, but man, some days it can be tough, but just seeing that stuff makes it worth it. All right, bang. In terms of the actual running, we got 22 miles today, so 14 miles. I'm just gonna assume it's not that bad for you. 14 miles today. Let's throw it up. This morning in the Metaspeed Sky Paris. One of my favorite race shoes, and it's crazy running in this after the Puma Fast R3. Definitely doesn't feel as aggressive. By the way, people always ask me, why do you film on the street if there's so much noise? It's because this is the only place I can film. I don't have a better place to film. Yeah, it's crazy how not aggressive this felt today compared to the Fast R3, and how comfortable it felt. Now, I've completely torn up the heel back here, but just in terms of the cushioning in the back compared to that Puma, in terms of the comfort, the smoothness, this feels like a smooth, comfortable shoe now, which is just wild. So with some braking, it will get better. The stability isn't even that bad for me anymore, and this definitely feels like a shoe I could run a marathon in. It feels like an actively comfortable shoe for time on feet now, which is just crazy. So especially with the new ASICS shoes coming out, and the new version of this is going to have the dual foam, so being even softer, this is going to be a complete banger for whatever discount price you could pick it up at. So I highly recommend this if you want something fast for your next marathon. It's definitely fast. It's now not the most aggressive, but it still is on the aggressive side. This, Alpha Fly 3, Puma Fast R3, those are the top 3 aggressive shoes out there. Now, afternoon run, I wanted to revisit Novablast 5. Haven't gotten any miles in this in a while. This is still a really good shoe. Now, I was just clomping through that run, struggling to maintain any sort of a rhythm, but came through at about a 8 flat pace. That's not my favorite for this, and my form really is different in just how I run on recovery versus everyday runs. An everyday run for me, aerobic development run, it should be 6:30 to about 7:20. That is really, if I were training at 60 miles a week, I'd be running all my runs in there. But because of the volume and because of the extreme intensity I'm doing with my workouts right now, I'm more often than not these days clipping off 8-minute miles. It's not that enjoyable. It's not that fun. But what I proved to myself is training this way with the polarized system, high mileage plus the extreme intensity. Maybe that's what I should call it. I've been struggling with a fun way to talk about this training because polarized training sounds so boring. What about extreme jogging? Extreme training. Yeah, the extreme training. So we train on the extremes. We do a lot of mileage at a relaxed pace and not a lot of mileage, but very fast. Maybe that's what I'll call this video, 22-mile day of extreme training in the Novablast 5 in Sky Paris. So on the slow side of those extremes, that's not where I love this shoe. That's not where I love the Evo SL, and a lot of the popular shoes right now actually on the market, Evo SL, Superblast, Novablast, they do best in the middle, that zone 3, which I don't train right now. I don't train a lot of that. When I get closer to peak marathon training, I'll probably start running there more 12 to 8 weeks out for my next marathon, but I'm not doing marathon training right now. So a shoe like this, still really good. I enjoyed it, and this is the thing, right? When I'm coming out here and just trying to get through a run, I could have anything on my foot. It could be this, it could be a Ghost, it could be the Vomero 18. They're all roughly similar for just stacking some miles, getting up to an hour. I'm not trying to do anything crazy. I'm not trying to push the pace. So still a really good shoe. The extra capability you're going to get out of this versus the Ghost and the Vomero, or not even extra, but just the different capability, is that pop. It really is a poppy and peppy shoe. Once you step on it and pick up the pace, it's awesome. Once you start doing some strides, it's awesome. I was not doing that in my run today, but a very fast shoe, faster than for the category, faster than the Ghost 17 and faster than the Vomero. I really do think right now, Vomero, that's probably my go-to shoe for the type of miles that are the most frequent on my calendar, which is struggle bus miles. I'm either ripping hard and trying to rip hard in something like the Sky Paris, and this probably should have been a down week this week, but I'm just going to train through it. Or I'm going really slow, and that's not optimal for this, but it still can do it. You get good stability, wide base, nice cushion, so definitely still a top 5 shoe at over 100 miles here too. Outsole is holding up really well. Now, say what you want about the grip, which first half of this run wasn't great out here because it was pretty slick. Say what you want about the grip, the durability is insane. Look at this. It looks fresh out of the box. Compare that to same number of miles on the Sky Paris. Bada boom, bada bang. Look at that. That's crazy. Really tore that sucker up. But yeah. Good shoe. Really good shoe. Solid day of training. Anytime I can get a 22-mile day of training in the books, that's a win. Because guess what? I'm not going to be doing this forever. These are the days that set the foundation. And the goal, the hope will be, hey, if I am doing this for 10 more years, once I get to age 36, 37, 38, and I am more injury prone. I mean, look what happened to Steph Curry last night. He wasn't even, they try to keep replaying where he got injured. Nothing happened. He was just shooting and running. So that's what happens when you get older. Your body is just more susceptible to that. You want to reduce the wear and tear. So the whole thing with running the high mileage is, if I want to do this for a long time, I'm laying the foundation so that when I am 37, 38, 39, 40, I could train at 60, 70, 80 miles a week and really still get those benefits. So we build the house. Right now I'm still laying those bricks so that I get those lifetime miles up. And that's the thing where a lot of people say, oh, I got my best marathon when I cut my mileage. If they're saying that, it's likely because they trained at a higher volume before, which laid the base. You can't delete the old miles. There's no such thing as reducing the mileage because you can't take away the miles you've done in the past. Your body is going to remember those, and that's what sets the foundation for strong running in the future. So another 22-mile day. I've said this in the past, but if you're trying to run a sub-3 marathon, specifically talking to sub-3 marathon people right now, the best thing you can do is, well, number one, not get injured. Number two, stack a lot of 20-mile days, whether that's 20-mile long runs or these 20-mile days, or even just 20 miles within 24 hours. So doing 12 one day and 8 the next. So longer aerobic runs and longer recovery runs, that's the best thing you can do, getting that aerobic base up, and then of course getting the miles in at race pace. But before you even do that, just stacking those 20-mile days. The other low-key tip, this is number 3 here, run a 3:20 marathon, run a 3:19 marathon. A lot of people want to go sub-3 on their first marathon. Run that 3:19 first. Just do it in training. Jog it. If you think you can run sub-3, a 3:19 shouldn't be that hard, and you should bounce back relatively quickly. Do it 8 to 10 weeks out. Jog it. Get the distance down first. All right, that was a planned diversion, but point being here, these 20-mile days, 22-mile days, they add a lot to the training, and they make it so that, hey, if I am struggling through a workout this morning, I'm just as trash on the last rep as I am on the first. The pace was equally as trash. It didn't get more trash throughout the run. I could hold on to the same trash pace on the mile 6 at the beginning. And when I'm feeling strong, I can run the same mile repeat pace on mile 4, mile 5 as I can on mile 1. It really means you build a bigger base, which will make you more efficient and also faster recovery and be able to hold on to those intense paces for longer. Maybe I'll call it intense, extreme intense training. We only go intensely fast and intensely slow. I'm doing a lot of intensely slow running. So I think that's all I have for you today. ASICS, man, they're top of the game right now. They're like the 2017, 2016, 2015 Warriors. They had 3 out of the last 4 shoes of our, I never really did a breakdown of the March Madness, but they had 3 out of the top 4 shoes on the Subwall March Madness. It was Sky Paris, Novablast, and Superblast. And Evo SL was the other one. So they're killing it right now. They're hype. People love them, and they're putting out good quality products. They don't have very many bad shoes. I think Nusa Tri was the only one I didn't love. Cumulus is fine. It's not a shoe that I'm going to find myself pulling for a lot, but the Nimbus is great. Glide Ride Max is great. Magic Speed 4, S4 Plus, Even the Edge Paris, I could throw that on for a long run, and these two are two of my favorites from them. So thumbs up, still 2 bangers. Make sure you're signed up for the community challenge. Rack them up, stack them up, and get it in. And look at this. I'm going to end this video with a smile on my face. Sometimes it's the ups and downs, but we're going to end it up. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Mother's Day gift number 1. Secure the bag.